Hello and a very warm welcome to my channel. This video, we give you a piece of breaking news. Prince Harry will be a lost soul in Los Angeles, and B-list Meghan was ill-prepared to be world's most famous woman. Today, Daily Mail reported, royal author Tom Quinn has claimed, Prince Harry will find it harder to adjust to life in Los Angeles than Meghan Markle did when she came to the UK. Speaking on Channel 5's Harry and Meghan, Two Troubled Years, which aired last night, Tom, who released Extracted from Kensington Palace, an intimate memoir from Queen Mary to Meghan Markle by Tom Quinn this month, predicted that Prince Harry will be a lost soul in Los Angeles. The royal commentator believes Harry will find it harder to adjust to life in Los Angeles, which has much looser privacy laws, as he's not as tough as Meghan. Speaking in the documentary, Tom said, "I think Harry will be like a lost soul in the US." He continued, "It will be far worse for Harry in America than Meghan in England. Because he's not as tough as she is." Meanwhile, the former Suits star became one of the most famous women in the world when she started dating Prince Harry. And the world was watching when they tied the knot in 2018. But royal expert Katie Nichols says 38-year-old Meghan's life in the spotlight couldn't have prepared her for life as a member of the British royal family. She told 9honey, as an actress, she was used to being photographed, but she's said herself there was this suggestion that she would be able to handle the press attention and find her way in the spotlight because of her previous experience. Whereas actually, I think what she encountered was almost impossible to prepare for, and certainly her experience as a B-list actress wasn't going to stand her in good stead for suddenly becoming the most famous woman in the world. It became very apparent from that documentary in Africa, that perhaps while she made it look easy, it obviously wasn't easy. And royal expert Katie Nichols says Meghan Markle's time in the spotlight as the star of TV show Suits didn't fully prepare her for life as Prince Harry's wife. This comes after royal biographer Andrew Morton told The Times that he believes Harry will find it hard to deal with the intrusive paparazzi in Hollywood. He said, "They will have to get used to the paparazzi, and in Hollywood the gloves will be off. They'll have TMZ sticking a camera in their faces saying, 'How's our day going?' It will be aggressive, and Harry won't like that." This follows claims that Prince Harry feels rudderless and is missing having a structure to his life, a source told Vanity Fair this month. The Duke of Sussex was stripped of his military appointments when he and Meghan Markle stepped back as senior royals, and has been living in an $18 million mansion in Los Angeles since March. According to the source, the Duke has been very busy keeping in touch with friends and colleagues in the UK with video calls, but feels a bit rudderless without a job or friends in Los Angeles. And speaking on Entertainment Tonight, Katie Nichols claimed Prince Harry and Prince William are back in touch and have been chatting on the phone, leading to a sense of relief from the Sussexes and the Cambridges. She said, "They have done video calls together, they have done a lot of family birthdays, and I think with Prince Charles not being well, that really forced the brothers to pick up the phone and get back in touch." She added, "I think Kate and William miss Harry and Meghan to a degree, but certainly they miss Harry being around and part of their lives." However, many fans blamed Meghan. One said, "It was cringeworthy watching that documentary, how Meghan was sickly sweet and acting all innocent at first, then as soon as she thought her feet were under the table her attitude changed and all the problems began. I think this has changed the way the public see Harry forever." Meghan wanting Omid's book to set the record straight when she was seen on camera clearing the seats at Wimbledon, tapping people on the shoulder, controlling Harry by putting her hand on his back to tell him she goes first. She thinks Omid singing her praises will make people forget all of that is the arrogance and delusions of a narcissist. Harry will be very lost as the dust settles and he looks around to see he has lost his entire family. Plus, they will both bleep on forever how horrible the royal kingdom, its people, and the UK were to them, to anyone and everyone who will listen. They love playing the victim roles, how they broke away from the horrible stifled life over here, blah blah blah. But the real reason they left, they were jealous of Kate and William being top dogs. Meanwhile, the second wrote, he's going to struggle without the protection he got as part of the British royal family in the UK. You never see pap photos of the royals in the UK walking down the street or driving somewhere because there have been agreements since Diana's death that they'll only be photographed on official duties, and the majority of the press stick to that. In Los Angeles, he's an easy target. He's nothing more than a celebrity there, and he will be subjected to the same pap photos, helicopters flying over his home to get photos of him in his garden, cars chasing him every time he leaves his house, that the rest of LA celebs are. If they wanted privacy they could have moved somewhere obscure, not Los Angeles. He's in for a rude awakening. But a fan replied to him, "It's still quite curious how they hooked up in the first place." A member of the British royal family and a Z-list Los Angeles actress nobody heard of don't exactly travel in the same circles. How did she know what buttons of his to push to get him to throw away everything? Almost as if she knew ahead of time what to do and what not to do. Quite curious. Prince Harry has been a lost soul from the moment Meghan Markle targeted him as her victim. The problem here is that you should never give anything important up for a spouse, nor should your spouse, if it's love, ask you to, especially regarding activities you are passionate about. Over time, you will regret and blame your spouse that you did, and the marriage probably won't survive. Big changes in your life should always come from you, no one else. Another added, yes. He married the fantasy which she sold him, but he should have had her live there at least 12 to 18 months, dating publicly before engagement to see if she stuck it out and to test the realities of the situation before it was locked in. The mask may have slipped then and Meghan revealed her true self and motives. But no, what a fool he was, playing right into her hands. She's like a nasty spider with a very fine, very sticky web, and Harry the blowfly within it that she toys with and feasts upon. However, the next fan wrote, "It was unsettling watching Markle's true personality showing itself with the documentary being chronological. All sickly sweet, acting shy and giggly at first, then stony-faced and controlling as she put her plans into action towards the end. I doubt he will be happy anywhere. Harry and Meghan are as entitled as each other, but Harry is used to a life of privilege, protection, and wealth. He's about to enter the real world and realize that now his very good palace PR team is not behind him, he is as unpopular and unlikable as his wife." Meanwhile, we continue with another news. Daily Star reported, Meghan Markle spoke of flexing independence months after meeting Prince Harry. Earlier this year, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry unleashed a bombshell statement saying they were stepping back from being senior royals and they were working on being financially independent. But, Meghan Markle spoke of flexing independence just months after meeting Prince Harry. In a post on her now-defunct blog The Tig, the former Suits star wrote about the importance of being independent, saying it can help the opportunity for greater growth. In the 2016 post called The Art of Independence, Meghan also said it was important to do things for yourself, to flex your independence, as enjoying your own company is the very best start for that adventure. The blog post has since been widely shared by fans of the Duchess. The new Duchess of Sussex penned the solo dating manual in September 2016, 2 months after she met Prince Harry, and said dating is important even if a person is in a relationship. In the post, the Duchess of Sussex wrote, "There are so many important things you should do for yourself, to flex your independence and allow yourself the opportunity for greater growth. After all, they say happiness begins with self-love. And enjoying your own company is the very best start for that adventure." Meghan and Harry announced in January they were stepping back as senior royals as they looked to become financially independent. Since then the couple has moved to America and Meghan has even starred in a Disney documentary in a voiceover role. After drawn-out deliberations, Prince Harry resolved with the Queen, Prince William, and his father, Prince Charles, that the pair would no longer represent Queen Elizabeth in any formal capacity. In her blog, Meghan said she first took herself out on a date to see Sandra Bullock and Ben Affleck's film Forces of Nature at the Fairfax Theatre in Los Angeles. She said the experience seemed so silly, but she knew that was why she had to do it. Meghan wrote, "From an optics perspective it seems so silly, because you're simply watching a movie by yourself, as we often do at home, but to experience this in public unnerved me, which is why I had to do it. To laugh loudly and unapologetically alone while in public. To simply be. For me, discuss on this news, I think that, a picture paints 1,000 words." There's Meghan in the background, trying her hardest to force a smile, when all the time holding back tears. And, oh, Harry. What on earth has she turned you into? Someone who no longer gives a damn. Just a lay about house husband. You were once one of the most popular royals. Always laughing, and happy. All the ladies fancied you. Tons of mates. What have you got now? Apart from being Meghan's clown. It's a crying shame. The woman you are married to will never be happy. She's using you as a stepping stone, each time she wants to get where she wants to get. Those people aren't your friends, they're her fake friends. Wake up and smell the coffee. You were everything she wanted, but you're not that person anymore, just there to make her feel good. Find yourself a genuine lady. And you? Do you agree with me? Please let me know in the comment section below and we talk about them. And remember to like and share my video if you see it is useful for everyone. Don't forget to subscribe to the Sussex Daily News channel to get more news from the royal family. Now, have a nice day and see you in the next videos.